You're now listening to the God's Honest Truth podcast with your host, T. Feezy and Bonita T, broadcasting around the world. Giving you the unfiltered truth and nothing but the truth. So help us God. Every Tuesday and Friday.
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
This is the God's Honest Truth podcast, episode 4.
Yep, episode 4. We're getting along there with these episodes.
We sure are. Woo! So, what's been going on lately?
Well, like I always say, I can't complain. I'm alive. I'm well. Ran into a little mishap tonight with one of the kiddos. But other than that, I've been okay. How about you?
Been the same.
Your job getting better?
No,
Why not?
because I hate everybody there.
Then why are you still there?
I don't know. I gotta pay the bills.
True. I guess that's true. Everybody got to pay their bills, huh?
Let's talk about co-workers that's always in other people's business.
That's on every job, no matter where you go.
There's always a butthole that sticks their nose in everybody's business, like they're Captain America or somebody.
Yeah.
If this was a perfect world, we could super sock those people and get away with it.
I mean, that
Suit
you just
flex.
don't tell your business. That's all.
No.
That's
It's
what
not.
I do.
It's not about telling your business. They try to tell you how you do your job.
Well, that's different. You said they're always in your business.
Yeah, all
Like work business
Work
or
business.
personal business?
in your department.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's always too many chiefs and not enough Indians. So that's always on me. Any job you go to, I've experienced that all at every single job I've ever worked at. It's going to be somebody like that.
Freaking losers.
I wouldn't call them loser. I just think they're
Loser.
brown nosers.
Butt kissers.
Yeah, that too.
Butt sniffers.
Okay.
Chair sniffers.
It's somebody. It's always somebody who also
Butt lickers.
Gets in your personal business too, and then go spread it around the job.
That's different. You tell your business. You don't have to tell your business.
That's what I be saying. I don't tell my business.
It's always that one person that wanted to go back and tell the boss everything.
And you guys don't put your coworkers on your social medias. I think that's the biggest mistake you can make, unless you like personally know them, like you've been knowing them for years, or they're like your outside friend and they partake in the same activities as you. But if they don't, do not add your coworkers to your social media. That's the biggest mistake. You'll be in HR on Monday morning. I can guarantee it.
Hey man, what's your Facebook?
I've had people ask me that, and I'm like, I don't have one.
Yeah. To me,
You're not gonna be going back telling my business.
as
and
far
have me in HR.
as far as they know, as soon as I leave out that that building, I disappear into thin air.
That's how it's supposed to be. When you gotta learn to turn it off and turn it on. When you come in, you gotta turn it off. And when you leave,
I'm a figment of what is that? A figment of their imagination. That's only real when I'm at the job.
Yeah.
To them, when I leave, I vanish into thin air.
And that's how you gotta be, because some of these coworkers, they a mess. They are a mess. But anyways,
Wait, what makes them like that?
Well, like I said, some of them are brown nosers, some of them just nosy.
Like, have they been
Plain
like
out
that all
nosy.
their life?
Probably.
They was probably like that
Probably
in high
like
school.
that in high school. And then you got the ones who always run back and tell the boss everything, and because they want some type of recognition. But it's like, I always said, okay, by you telling what I did or what I said, are you gonna get a raise? And you know what I find funny is usually the ones who go back and tell everything, somehow, someday down the line, may not be right away, they always get fired for something.
Dude, you're at a
That's
dead
the
end job.
craziest
Where you
thing.
going? Like, you're just telling, or you just doing all this stuff just to go nowhere.
Well, maybe they think they're gonna go somewhere, so maybe that's why they're doing it. I don't know. Who knows what's going on in people's minds when they do the things they do. That's why I stay to myself, do my job, come in and go home. That's it.
All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the news and everything that's going on. So, as you all know, last week we reported the tragic death of 43-year-old actor Chadwick Boseman. But now it's reports out that 17,000 people have signed a petition to replace Anderson, South Carolina Confederate Memorial with a statue of Chadwick. Anderson, South Carolina is Chadwick's hometown. Organizers of the petition stated in the petition that the Confederate monument belongs in a museum but has no right to be displayed there. Their petition goes on to say that they believe that the community should come together to honor someone from Anderson that was able to change the movie industry and open up many doors for many young black people with his many leading roles in movies like Black Panther and Marshall. So what do you think about that? Should they tear down the Confederate monument?
Are you freaking serious? No. Okay, hold on. No disrespect to the dead, Chadwick. No disrespect. But he was an actor. He played a fictional role.
Yeah.
People like black people. Do you actually think this was? They act like this was a real character.
I don't think it's so much as they think it's a real character. I think it's just it was the sensationalism behind it was there's never been a black superhero, and he came in as a superhero, but he came in as a very powerful one that made a powerful statement in that movie. So I think it was more along the lines of that than they actually think he's a real, because I don't, other than little kids, nobody think he was a real superhero.
I think some of these people do.
Well,
they really think Wakanda is real.
Well, if they really think that, they probably think Superman and Batman is real too. I'm going back to
Wakanda. They really think that.
I don't know. I don't know any grown person that actually believes that. If they do, like I said, they probably still believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and Superman and Batman, because there's no way you can think that's true.
They're addicted to being lied to. No disrespect to Chadwick, but
but it's a Confederate memorial.
Okay, let's get rid of both of them. Were you gonna replace him with the Black Panther?
I don't see what's wrong with it.
What was the Black Panther? Marvel?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure. You gonna put a fictional character up there? What is this? What is this, Disneyland? Black people,
want the statue.
You have to do better.
Well, basically, come on now. They were saying
we have reduced ourselves to our heroes now are fictional characters that's made by white people. Okay, again, we have our heroes are given to us by our oppressors. Not saying white people's are oppressor, but the people that makes the movies work for the oppressors. Okay, so when it all comes together, it boils down to we're getting our heroes from our oppressors again.
Yeah, but I still think it was good that they, finally gave us a black superhero.
Gave us?
Well,
what do you mean gave us?
They're the ones who make the movies. Unless we gonna start making movies, that's why I say we need to start doing stuff for our own instead of looking for it from them.
Idiots are sitting around. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something.
That's true. That's true. But right now they have the forum. Go
back to it again. Stop waiting for the handout. Let's create our own.
Agreement. I agree 100%. I've been saying it for the longest. We need to start doing things
when we are waiting around for them to give us something. They don't give you nothing for nothing. Okay.
But do you actually think they'll allow that to happen?
There's always. I said agenda a lot on the last episode. I said that a lot. I was like, Jesus Christ. But I'm gonna say it again. It's an agenda. You get nothing. You get. They're not gonna give you something for nothing. Okay.
But since they, like you said, it's the ones behind the scenes, the people that make the movies. They work for the ones who are pushing these agendas. Do you think since they control the media, they own all the media outlets?
Listen,
do you honestly think they'll allow us to do that?
They're giving you your heroes.
Yeah.
They're giving you your leaders, right? So since your leaders, your heroes, all come from them, what change can you really think you're going to have by following these people?
I agree, but
you're literally on a hamster wheel.
Some people look at it as you got.
No, this is the problem. No, that's the problem. No, really not getting to the real problem. Okay, let's stop. No disrespect to Chadwick. R.I.P. him. But we cannot have a fictional character as a black hero. Okay? He did nothing real. He's an actor. He played a part in a movie. He didn't even write the movie.
I think they need to put to the
Who wrote the movie?
Real heroes. The real heroes. Black
I'm
gonna
go out on. I don't know.
Heroes.
I don't even know who wrote the movie. But 9 times out of 10, it probably was wrote by a white person.
No, they said it was black writers and directors.
I'm talking about the actual Black Panther. You do know that was a comic.
Yeah, I'm not sure who originally.
I'm talking about the original Black Panther.
Talking about what the movie. They had black writers and directors. They pretty much had an all black cast. Like
they only write the movie. Okay, what's going? They didn't create the character or the characters that was in the movie. They just created the movie.
Well, along those lines of the Black Panther movie, it's also being reported that the Hollywood Reporter has reported that Chadwick was reportedly prepping to film the Black Panther sequel a week before his passing. And now Disney is now scrambling, and they are completely uncertain on how or if they should even proceed with the Black Panther 2, because he was such a central character in the film. So they're basically saying, would it make sense to go and make another movie without this main central character, mainly the character that brought the whole movie to life?
And with that, this might be all propaganda that he was filming the movie. Now let's go back. Think, people. Think. This man had stage 4 cancer. You think he was prepping for a movie?
It's some stuff that's surrounding this that I don't know. Like, it doesn't sit too well with me. Like, I mean, granted, people have a right to keep their personal business to themselves, and nobody has to tell what's going on with them, health wise or anything. You don't have to divulge that type of information. But it's just something about this that's not sitting with my spirit. It's just not. It's like, and I've seen other people online, and I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna take it that far to say, he was killed or anything. But like I say, you never know what goes on behind the scene. But it's just something about this whole situation, because they're saying that he was prepping to do this movie, and he was sure he was going to beat colon cancer so he can go into filming the movie. And a week before he dies, like, usually when people die of cancer, they're literally like on their deathbed. They're like in those last stages where they can barely do anything for themselves. For them to say he was prepping for the movie just a week before his, like, unless he made a dramatic turn for the worse, which that can happen. I've seen it. Working in the healthcare field, I've seen it. I've seen people up one day and then the next day they're down. But I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. It's just something ain't right about it. I don't know what it is, so I don't want to go any further about it, but something just ain't right. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, he was losing weight.
But that could have been for, I thought that was maybe for a role.
Yeah, actors lose weight, gain weight. They look always change because they're always auditioning for roles and.
We've look at 50 Cent, how he lost all that weight and he was looking like he was looking bad for that movie role. And then he put all the weight back on. Some gain weight, some lose excessive amounts of weight. So just pictures of him, being very thin. It could have been, he was prepping for a movie because he was in the movie Five Blood. He was very skinny from what he was in Black Panther. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on that. But moving on. So I know a lot of people tuned in. I was tuned in on Monday night to the Monica and Brandy versus battle, and it was everything that I wanted it to be. They played all the songs that I wanted them to play. At least 1.2 million people tuned in for the much anticipated versus battle. 1.2 million people tuned into that battle.
No, it was bigger than that.
Well, that's the report.
It was actually about from what they said on the after they done, it was up to 4 million.
Oh wow.
And then they got the official numbers. It was like up to 10 million.
What?
Yeah.
Well, maybe Instagram can't collect all that when it's actually showing. So
you can't. That was just from Instagram, 1 million.
Yeah.
But you gotta add in
because
you gotta add in the versus Apple.
Yeah, Apple.
Well, we'll get in that. You gotta add in YouTube.
Yeah.
All the streaming platforms.
Wow.
So they ended up with 1 million viewers. 10 million viewers.
Yeah.
Throughout all platforms. And
then Ciroc sponsored it, so
Here's one other thing I want to touch on. Just touch on it. Notice wasn't in the our lineup, but Timberland and Swiss Beats. They're the ones who came up with the versus battles. It's a big money maker now. Okay. So why do we as soon as we build something, we go and sell it back. We sell it to them.
Like they did.
They sold it to Apple.
Oh, so they did sell it. I thought they weren't going to sell it.
Why don't you keep it all?
Maybe
as soon as we make something.
Maybe they feel like if they bring on a big conglomerate like Apple, maybe they can get more exposure. I don't know. But they did the same thing to
Apple?
BET.
Did they need Apple when they was building it?
No.
To get to this point.
I agree. They did the same thing to BET. They took BET and sold it. They sold it. Now I don't even watch BET no more because it's just one of those drama channels again that's perpetrating
not just BET.
Black stereotypes. No, not just BET, but I'm saying they perpetrate these black stereotypes that I hate.
Everything blacks own, they go and sell it to the white people.
Yeah.
As soon as it becomes something can make money.
Let's go on to more about the battle. So people were online saying that there was a little bit of shade being thrown.
It definitely was.
I don't know. See, this is my thing. I kind of seen where Monica.
You kind of seen.
Well, okay. This is why I say what I say. Nobody knows somebody's personality, you know, in front of on live.
No. No, this has been well documented. Feud.
They had a feud, yes. No denying that.
Okay, let's go back to The Boy Is Mine. Okay, it is known that Monica did not want to do the song.
I don't even think she really wanted to do the live either. Because Brandy kept hinting to, she said something in the live. She said that
she didn't even sing the song.
She said Missy probably made her do the live, and Monica was like, no, like, you know, trying to say it was her who ultimately. I'm sure it was her who ultimately made that decision, but I don't think she really wanted to do it at first. She's probably happy she did it now because hey, she done got all this. You know, the spotlight is back on her. Where, you know, she was on that show on VH1 with Tiny and them, but now the spotlight, you know, in a much bigger way was on her. So I don't know. I seen it. A lot of other people seen it. They were saying that Brandy was singing her songs, but Monica, when Brandy was playing her songs, Monica wasn't singing along. And definitely at the end, and I was a little disappointed because that was the song that everybody was waiting on the whole night, and that's The Boy Is Mine. And for Monica to just basically stand there and not say, you know, she wasn't singing, she wasn't really doing anything. That was kind of a letdown. But otherwise, hey, I was in my living room and I was jamming. That's the concert I've been waiting on since I was like 15 years old. So I enjoyed it.
Well, let's go back to the beef they had. Dallas Austin, producer from Atlanta, if you don't know, he worked with TLC and Usher and all the big artists you can think, probably R&B and rap. He did an interview and he said at the VMAs when they was supposed to perform that song, it was a fight right before they had a fight right before they were supposed to go on stage.
Monica and Brandy?
Yes. Monica socked Brandy in the face.
Really?
Apparently.
Wow.
And they still went out there and performed the song. Who would have knew?
Hey. Monica got a little ghetto in her, I see.
Yeah. Apparently she doesn't like I said before, I knew it. She likes
bad
thugs.
boys. Oh, and
apparently
and
she didn't like anybody that didn't have gold teeth.
One part of the live she was talking about, she said she was talking about how she cut people off. She'll cut a man off in a heartbeat. And then she said it was just this one man that she just couldn't let go. And that's when she went into the song You Should Have Known Better. And everybody was saying it's clear she was talking about C Murder because, you know.
Of course she's talking about C Murder. Now, if you notice, I'm very observant. So they did a behind the scenes after show. And I think it was her brother. He still has a True Records necklace.
Who brother?
Monica's brother.
Monica? Oh.
He had.
I seen some of the.
He had a mask. Said True Records, and if you don't know what True Records was, that was C Murder's record company.
Oh really?
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
And I know I follow C Murder on Instagram, and he posts pictures of visits, and her brother's been visiting him for years. So that probably was the bridge that got them connected again.
Maybe so. Well, according to her, you know, her name has been on the visitation list for 21 years. So
21 years? He ain't even been there for 21 years.
I mean, however long he been in the jail, my bad. I don't know. However long he was in there, she said her name.
He been in there close to 20 years.
Well,
Close.
however long he was in there, she said her name been on the visiting list, so don't come for her because she said her name been on there. Now,
And
if she actually went to visit,
how many times she went to visit?
I don't know. She never said how many times she went to visit, but she said her name was on the visiting list. So,
And she
thank
been
you
out
very
here
much.
doing her thing. She been.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really expect somebody, if you convicted of murder and you have life in prison, you can't expect somebody to, just devote their life to you and never move on. So, I mean, that could have been what it is. I don't know. But
How many? C has got him. What they call it? She just was recently divorced.
rebound?
She's vulnerable, and
So you saying he's a rebound? Because he would be the rebound.
no. What I'm saying is, how many dudes that go to prison that have women on the outside?
I mean, they have They have several women. They have several women on the outside. They have a woman. If she don't get what he needs, he gonna call the next woman.
So is she saying she's in love with him?
I don't know. She haven't really spoke much on like
They
their
probably
personal relationship.
They probably be on the phone all night.
Can you be on the phone all night?
He can do what he want. You gotta know C Murder got a cell phone in there.
Yeah, that's
this dude. He literally makes music.
You know what?
He puts out
this is off topic, but I was very shocked to find out somebody that was actually in prison told me how they actually get those phones in there, and I was really shocked.
What do they call it? They boof them.
Well, he said, people. Well, I don't want to
put them up. They put it up the butt.
Yeah, he said like they'll have a girl. They'll be working somewhere and she'll throw the phone somewhere and then they'll go get it and stuff it up there. I was like, and people buy those phones? Yeah. He was like, yeah.
When they get on the phone.
Yeah. I was really shocked.
They smell that phone.
Oh, no. That's tragic. But I guess you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But I do want to get into a couple of your favorite Democrats made their appearance on the Versus battle. The first one, a surprise appearance from Kamala Harris. She made a cameo before the battle started, rocking her Howard University sweater. She made sure she rocked that sweater, which is the same university she attended when she was smoking weed and listening to Tupac.
Which she was too old to even be listening to Tupac.
Which never happened. Well, yeah, she made a cameo and she said that they have that, Monica and Brandy, they have such powerful voices, and she was just thanking them for being such powerful women, and she was saying that
she got to get that black voice. She got to get that black voice.
She said our voice is our power. So I think she was using the woman feminine aspect. She was using that handle right there to get the feminine side of people.
Kamala Harris.
Which I doubt she even listens to Brandy. Well, she may listen to Brandy and Monica, but I know who probably never. And I will put $1 billion.
What is his name? Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks.
Oh, the country singer. Well, I don't know. I don't know her selection in music. She may. I will give her a maybe.
I don't believe it.
Maybe. Like I said, I would give her a maybe.
She turns her she turns her blackness on and off.
Of course, that's why I said she made sure she was rocking that Howard University
She sure
sweater.
said, okay, let's go back. She said she believed Joe Biden's accusers. Now, what happened to that?
These people are so confused. Speaking of Biden, he made an appearance on the chat, on the live, and I thought that was mighty, mighty funny because everybody know he ain't never in his life listen to a Brandy or Monica vote in his life.
Why does Joe Biden look like he's about to pass out and go to sleep like
Well,
every interview?
That's why Trump called him Sleepy Joe.
He definitely is.
He's old. Guy is old. He's not a spring chicken at all.
Did you catch Cardi B interview with Joe Biden?
Oh, when she was.
What an idiot!
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Just as bad as his interview with Charlemagne. When he said you're not black if you don't.
Let's stop claiming people that's not us. They're making us look bad.
Listen.
We got enough. We got enough people we need to trade in the race draft.
I was reading.
We don't need Cardi B.
That's a whole nother subject. But I was looking at the comments when they were posting about how Biden and Kamala made appearances on the Versus. And let me tell you, majority of those comments, people are not buying it. It was lots of comments where people were saying they really working for the black vote. It's clear. They're really trying to work on the black vote. They're trying to pretend that they're really down for the African American community. Don't fall for it. It's a desperation. Somebody said they're desperate much. Somebody said desperate much, still not getting my vote. Another person said pandering at its finest, and another person said ask Joseph to name one Monica or Brandy song.
Let's make it clear here. We are a neutral podcast. We're neutral. This is God honest truth. Now, if we really felt that they had our interests at the forefront, had our interests, we would say that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all right, we're back. We had technical difficulties, but what I was saying was, this is a neutral platform. We're not for one side or the other. If you want to be lied to, go see any other of the shows.
Plenty of
98% of the shows that's out there right now, you're getting lied to.
Watch the news.
Watch The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
With Charlemagne the dog and
Charlemagne the dog.
or Charlemagne the fraud.
Well, anyways, to sum that up about the Versus battle, like I said, I enjoyed myself. If it was shade on Monica's end, then whatever she's holding on to, she need to let it go. Clearly, Brandy has let it go because she was enjoying herself. But I did see some behind the scenes footage, and they were hugging and laughing and having a good time. That's why I said maybe she was just like that because she was on live. I don't know. You never know.
Monica still was like kind of offish, like shade. She was like offish. Like you could feel the kind of like the fakeness. I'm gonna say the fakeness coming from her.
That's something I want to talk about.
Like she really didn't want to be there.
That's something I want to talk about. Not in this episode, but I do want to get into that in one of these episodes. Is black women and how we are with each other. I think that's a very important topic to talk about. I think a lot of people don't talk about it, but one of these episodes I do want to touch on that topic.
Is it Monica? Okay, didn't she say she was friends with Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
Did she show? I wonder if she shade Kim Kardashian like that.
That's why I said I want to talk about that topic in one of these shows. Because
I bet they. So sis, I love you, sis.
Yeah. And oftentimes we as women, another woman can do something to us, and we'll never forgive that woman.
It's not. Listen.
Man could do 10 times worse, and we can forgive him in a heartbeat.
But it's not. This is the thing on that subject.
Why is that though?
It's not a woman to woman. It's a black woman to black woman.
That's why I said I want to get on that topic about why black women are the way they are with each other.
It's a self-hate thing. It's a self-hate thing.
We'll get into it on one of these episodes. We'll definitely, because that's one of the topics that, I've been thinking about for a long time, probably all my life, because I dealt with a lot of, I've dealt with both sides of it. So that's definitely a topic I want to get into in the future. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the battle, and I hope, they can eventually, squash whatever it is.
Apparently, they did squash it.
Apparently, but if everybody's saying it was shade, then
we only felt that from Monica. Like,
yeah, that's why I said clearly Brandy is over anything that
all
happened.
right, Brandy could just be a wonderful actor.
Could be. That's why I said you don't really know how people act outside. They give you and they show you what they want you to see. So it's not, you really can't. I try not to pick a side. I enjoyed it. Like I said, me and my kids was in the living room dancing from the time it started to the time it ended. And I've been waiting on that for a long time.
But I was pleasantly surprised how good it was.
Michelle Obama, she used it
Michelle Obama.
Yeah, she was in the comments encouraging people to go out and vote.
Do you think that was organic, her being in the comments?
No. I mean, it's like we're supposed to be having a good time. Who's talking about
that? Was
voting?
Michelle Obama just pops up in the comments. Sure.
Well, I don't know, but I will say nobody was talking about voting.
Sure.
It's a right time and it's a wrong time to do things, and I just think that wasn't the platform to talk about political things. People were there to enjoy themselves, unwind.
Listen, people
was drinking wine and liquor.
Listen.
Not the right time, Michelle. Not the right time.
And listen closely. When you watch things like this, you always are being sold. What?
Well, I watched it.
Well, you're being sold on something.
I was there for pure entertainment.
This is programming. It's all programming. Okay, you have the talent there. They're there to make money, but the people behind the scenes are pushing.
All right. Well, moving on from that story. So this is a story that has garnered a lot of attention lately in the news, and that is the mysterious deaths or murders in the Fort Hood. So since March of this year, 8 Fort Hood soldiers' bodies were found So in the most recent death was 23-year-old Sergeant Elder Fernandez, who went missing August 17th from the base. He had been transferred to a different unit because he was the victim in an abusive sexual contact investigation. The Army said at this initial stage of the investigation, there is no indication of foul play. Police in Temple, Texas had said. And then there was 26-year-old Private Mihor Morta, whose body was found on July 17th. Reports say fishermen found his body at the base of a dam, and they performed a preliminary autopsy, and it showed the cause of death to be consistent with drowning. There has yet to be a full autopsy, and the investigation is ongoing to Bell County Sheriff's Department. And then there was the case that basically gained all the national attention, and that was of 20-year-old Vanessa, Private First Class Vanessa Gullen. She disappeared in April, and her remains were discovered June 30th in a shallow grave. 2 people were identified in her murder, which brings us to the next person, Aaron David Robinson. He was one of the people who were identified in her murder. He ended up killing himself. They said that when the investigators approached him, he killed himself. So we never got to hear his side of the story. He never, they never got to interrogate him because he killed himself. Her family did say that she was planning on filing a harassment complaint against Robinson, and they believe that he became enraged and killed her when she told him. Other bodies that were found were 24-year-old private second class Gregory Morales, whose skeletal remains were found 10 months after he disappeared. His remains were found in a field in Killeen, Texas. And what's interesting about this one is he was scheduled to be discharged within a couple of days when he vanished. There is no report of the cause of death. They haven't said how he died. The investigators are being pretty tight-lipped about this one, but they're just stating that it's an ongoing investigation, and they do believe that foul play is suspected. Then there was PFC Brandon Scott Rosecrans. He was found dead on May 18th in Harker Heights, Texas. According to Fort Hood, Harker Heights police spokesman Lawrence Stewart told CNN that Rosecrans' death is being investigated as a murder after he was found with a gunshot wound. They said the same day that he was found, his 2016 Jeep Renegade was found burned. And local fire marshals are investigating the burning as an arson. Then there was 23-year-old Freddie Dela Cruz Jr., who died March 14th in Killeen, according to Fort Hood. The Killeen Police Department, which is investigating Dela Cruz's death alongside CID, said Dela Cruz was found dead with two others at an apartment complex. All three suffered gunshot wounds, and the case is being treated as a triple homicide. And there were two more, 29-year-old SPC Christopher Wayne Sawyer, who was found dead on railroad tracks. They haven't really said anything too much about that, but they did say that they did not suspect foul play, but they haven't ruled anything out. And then the last one was 20-year-old SPC Shelby Tyler Jones, who died March 1st after he suffered an apparent gunshot wound in South Killeen. The 20-year-old death was under investigation by the Killeen Police Department, which said in a news release that investigators believe Jones was shot at a club before he was found at a convenience store. So what do you think about all these? And they're young. They're all under like the age of 25.
R.I.P. to them.
You think it's more to it
I don't
than
know.
what they were saying?
I don't know. Hey, they were soldiers. I mean,
Yeah,
what can I say?
They were soldiers, but they didn't die at war.
I don't know.
It's a difference if they died in battle, but they died here in America on base or off base.
Listen, a lot of people die.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what they was mixed up in. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not going to try to even.
Well, the military did Fort Hood military base. They did remove a commander from his post after several suspicious soldier deaths and disappearances. So he was a commander at the base in Fort Hood, Texas, and he's been removed because of the disappearances. So apparently they feel something is going on. I think something is going on. You send your children or your family members off to the war, and it used to be all you had to worry about was them.
What do you mean send your children off to the war?
People sent to the military, rather not to the war.
Who sends their children off to the military?
A lot of people encourage their children to enlist in the military. If you don't think so, then clearly, I don't know where you been.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
lots of people encourage their kids to go to the military.
Listen, this may sound harsh, but when you live by the gun, you die by the gun, or whatever you're into.
It's something going on.
I don't know, but hey, let's roll right past that. Let's go to the next topic.
All right, on to lighter news. Tyler Perry. Let's get into Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is now announced. Well, they announced that Tyler Perry is the newest billionaire on Tuesday.
Hold on, he's a billionaire?
Yeah. Forbes announced that Tyler Perry has joined the elite and exclusive club after estimating his net worth at $1 billion. What do you think about that? That's good. From somebody that came from nothing to now is a billionaire.
A whole
Pretty
lot
impressive.
of those sausage parties.
What's a sausage party?
You know what a sausage party is.
I don't know what a sausage party is. Never been to one.
Neither have I.
So how would I know what it is?
Hey, good for him.
Yeah.
$1 billion. Wow. Okay. What's next, Tyler?
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
you
he
made a
owns
lot of money.
stuff.
You made a lot of money. Doing some coonery stuff.
You think
What's that guy? He be on Instagram. What is it? K-Way or something?
Oh, Quay.
The dude he do depressions of the women.
Yeah,
the girl.
His name is Quay.
Okay. This nigga literally made a career of being a woman. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we gonna put him and Tyler Perry in the same boat.
So you saying
Who
Tyler-
are you? Like, who are you? Like,
Who, Tyler or the other guy?
the other guy.
Well, he's an Instagram famous person.
No,
or
I'm not
somebody
saying.
who got famous
I'm
on
not
Instagram.
saying who is he. I'm saying if he took off, who anybody know him? If he took off that makeup and hair and stuff,
yeah,
would anybody know who he was? I literally never seen this guy.
Yeah, he does lots of stuff on his Instagram where he's not in his
Sure, he does.
costume.
If you
He
can pull up
does.
his Instagram right now,
Yes, I'm serious.
I don't
he
believe
has,
that.
He has a lot of things. He's a very handsome man, actually.
you think
He's
he
a-
like
he-
women?
I don't know. He's never come out and say he was gay. Not to my knowledge, he hasn't. But I don't know. I mean, every man who dresses like that, you can't say they're gay, because look at Martin. Martin, he played a few females in his show.
Who makes these guys famous? It's women. It's women who make these guys like him famous, because they get off. Listen, they get off on, oh, he can imitate me, but he literally could imitate a woman sometimes better than a woman. Like, he a little too good at that.
He's funny. I mean,
I don't think he's funny.
I don't watch his videos.
I
no more.
don't think. No.
He was funny back in the day, but he's kind of got stale now.
How is that funny? How is that funny?
I don't know. I just think he's gotten a little stale now.
Perpetuating
It's stale
the
at
ignorance.
this point, because it's like he's not doing anybody else. He just does that one character. I would like.
He can't
to see,
do anything else, probably.
Maybe because I haven't seen him step out of that character. I haven't seen him do any other character. It'd be interesting to see him step outside of that and do something else.
Listen, he ain't stepping out of nothing.
Well, that's what's making him money right now. So
He probably can't do nothing else.
well, he gonna ride that boat to the wheels.
He hit a
fall
lick
off.
and
Well,
he
ain't
gonna
no
ride
wheels
with
on
it.
a boat, but he gonna ride. That
I
till it falls off.
guarantee you he tried other things, but this is just what hit for him.
Maybe. I mean, hey.
Okay,
Do what you gotta
2020. I think it's time to kick Negroes out. Let's draft them. We gonna take somebody else. We gonna draft them. We gonna.
You can't kick people out of a whole race.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
Dave
You
Chappelle,
don't have
the
you don't
race
have
draft. We want somebody else. Who we taking over him?
Regardless of what they do.
Who we taking over him? We
I
can
don't
take
know.
any other race. We
No.
put him up. We want somebody else.
Well, listen. Even if you don't think he's funny, and even if you don't agree with what he's perpetrating, even if you don't agree with none of that, I wouldn't trade him for no other race. He's still a part of this race.
He making us look bad. 2021, we
Nobody can make you look bad but yourself.
In the eyes of the world, right? This is why we're laughed at, right? We're not taken seriously, cause of niggas like him just taking the bag and not thinking consciously. What is this doing doing mentally?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
In the eyes of the world, when they look at us, we know the eyes are on us. They watch us. They do everything, we do. The eyes are on us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he taking the bag?
Hey, money talks.
Okay, but
money talks in this world. Hey, it is what it is. Money talks.
I'm putting it out there. 2021. A lot of these Negroes need to go. We need to draft.
Well, where they gonna go?
No, they got to get out. They got to get out of here.
Okay, well, you go ahead and get your draft picks together, and we'll discuss.
Next episode, we gonna have the draft. We gonna have who we want. Put in the comments who you want. Who need to go and who we want for them.
It is a couple people that I would say they need to go hide under a rock, because I got a couple people. But anyways, moving on from Tyler Perry. Congratulations to him for becoming.
Nah, Tyler Perry. I ain't talking about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, stop doing those Medea movies. You can stay. We need that bread.
Done. I think he's done with the Medea.
Why?
I think he's done.
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
He does a lot. He does a lot of shows on that network. He does a lot now.
He doing those stupid shows.
You can't just say
nobody watches.
But you can't just say he only.
Who watches? Who? Okay, after Meet. What was it? Meet the Browns and the Paynes. Who watches?
Oh, a lot of people watch those shows. A lot. Trust me, a lot.
Nobody
You may not just because you not
what
watching.
What channels does it come on? The OHM network.
Listen,
Who watches the OHM network?
A lot of people. It's a lot of shows on there that a lot of people watch.
Name one.
Tell you. I think like the Have and the Have Not.
You think?
I don't watch them. That's what I'm saying. I don't watch them because I don't like those type of shows. But I do know there's a lot of people that do. So, of course, I'm not going to know all the details about it and which station it comes on. But I do know he have a few
Ain't
shows,
nobody watching them dumb shows.
Well, I don't know. You could look up the stats on that, how many viewers per episode. That's open.
And ain't nobody buying Tyler Perry as a hero in a hero movie. The last hero movie he was in, he didn't sell that.
What was he a hero in?
I forget that. It was he was running and.
Oh, I think I know
what
you're talking about.
Nigga,
I
please.
forgot the name. Yeah, something, but I guess maybe he was just, branching out, testing the waters, testing.
That wasn't a good look. That we didn't buy it.
I think everybody.
We didn't buy it, Tyler.
Yeah, but I think everybody has a right.
Just like we didn't buy that. You had a baby with a woman.
So what you saying? He's gay?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. See,
so
you putting words in my mouth.
You just said
I said
that he had a baby with a woman. So what does that mean? He can't have kids? He's sterile?
I don't know. I just didn't buy it.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know why is it so hard to believe somebody had a child.
There's a couple people in history that I can't picture being with a woman.
I can picture Tyler. Did you see him?
Nah.
I can picture.
What was that movie called? What was that movie? He was married. Why did I get married?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't buy that for 1 minute.
Maybe he's a.
When you use words like screw, I can't get my wife to screw me. Come on, Tyler. Come on. This is. Come on now. I'm not buying it, Tyler. Live your true life. Live your true self.
So
whatever it is, live it. But that ain't you, buddy. We know that.
Listen, I could see him with a woman. He's a man.
Hey,
so
you
can.
See him with a woman. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't buy it.
Well,
I don't buy a lot of things. Like,
yeah.
Like,
I mean, you don't have to. He ain't never said it, so until he say it, you just
I didn't.
gotta
Hey, why you putting that
take-
situation out there? I just said I didn't. I don't
Because
buy
nobody's
those
stupid. If you
movies.
say you can't
No,
see
no,
him
no,
having
no,
a
no.
child,
I never said that. Don't
You said,
put
I don't-
words in my
what
mouth.
did you say? What is your exact
I
word?
said I don't buy it. I can't see. I can't see it.
You don't buy that he had a child, so that means he did.
Oh, he
have
probably
a child.
had a child. Okay, you can't make up having a child. I just
You
don't believe it
can,
happened the way he said it happened.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's certain
When
men
it
that
comes
you
to
be like,
people's private life, unless they put it
really,
out, it's all
really, nigga,
it's all
like really, you
speculation.
want us to believe that? Don't look like you mad, you knocking nothing out the park, bro.
Listen, Tyler, I don't know if you ever listen to this, but if you listen,
R.I.P. Michael Jackson.
I don't feel that way. So if you got a movie
R.I.P.
for
Michael
me,
Jackson.
yeah, I'm down.
I can't imagine him knocking nothing down.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I mean, it's the energy, bro. It's the energy.
I'll give you that one, but you can't compare him to Tyler because I can actually see Tyler.
I mean,
being,
I ain't saying Mike. Mike could have been smashing women like left and right. Like I don't know. I just didn't get that vibe.
I can't see that one either.
Hey, Mike could have been the most gangsters dude out there, just smashing.
Maybe. That's why I said you really don't know how people real life. You don't know how they are in real life.
I'm
so
just saying.
Anything you feel about their life is
it.
speculation. All speculation. Well, moving on from that. So next up, we got some strange things has been going on with the rapper and producer Young Berg. He took to his Instagram with a shocking video of his swollen face. Apparently, he had some type of allergic reaction. In the video, he was saying he even looked like an alien. And if you haven't seen those pictures, we'll put a picture up of the face, of his face. It looks really, really bad. Gives me goosebumps. But not only him, but Love and Hip Hop star Tokyo Vanity, she also took to her Instagram to share a video of her face, and she said she was also having some type of allergic reaction that caused her eyes to be swollen shut. So I don't know what's going on right now, but my daughter told me that she was on, I don't know if she was on Snapchat or somewhere, some internet site she was on. Or a social media site, and she said people were posting pictures of their eyes being red and swollen and saying their eyes have been burning, and she's been telling me that her eyes have been burning for the last couple of days.
I think Young Berg ate a bad piece of booty.
Okay, so what about Tokyo Vanity, and what about the other people?
She ate probably a bad piece of chicken.
Now, you know what? I'm not even wrong. Anyways, I don't know so what about
Really? Could her face get any swoller? How could you tell?
Listen, I'm not even gonna touch that one. Something is giving these people.
How would you know if her face was swollen?
She said her eyes were swollen.
Could it get any swoller than it is already?
Your eyes are fat?
Oh, okay.
People have fat eyes? I don't know. Well, what about the other people?
I don't know.
What about your niece?
Who?
Your niece.
What niece?
My daughter.
Her eyes wasn't swollen.
No, I didn't say her eyes was swollen. I said her eyes were burning. That's what she told me. So I don't know if they got something in the air, if they're with these chemtrails. I don't know if they dropping something in the water. I don't know what it is, but it is, kind of weird that a lot of people are reporting these swollen eyes, burning eyes, swollen face. Young Berg definitely has to be the worst.
I think maybe we should stop sleeping with our phones around us. It may be, I don't know.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, they definitely tell women not to put the phones into their shirts because it has been linked to breast cancer.
I think it's time for us to start sleeping with the phones either in the other room or off. Probably not.
You
they
know
probably
how
still
hard
can
that
emit
is?
a radiation.
Do you know how hard that will be for some people?
Hey,
because some people literally their phone is attached to them. Like, you might as well go into surgery and get your phone attached to you. That's how serious these phones are for some people. They can't put them down. That's why so much insomnia, because people can't put their phones down. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
yeah, I think she had she ate a bad piece of chicken or cheeseburger or something.
I don't know.
McDonald's.
She actually lost a lot of weight. That's an old picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she actually lost a lot of weight. So we're not finna come for her because she's
no.
Don't we not body shaming?
Why would you bring more attention to yourself than? Never mind. All right.
Anyways, moving on.
I don't want them coming after me.
So yeah, that's something that I don't know. I don't know the cause. I don't know the root cause of it, but definitely something to, be cautious about if something is in the air. I don't know. But moving on. So we have a little Trump versus Biden. So everybody knows the DNC, the RNC, they all had their, conventions and everything. Well, Trump recently sat down with Laura Ingraham on Monday night on Fox News. And he had a lot of interesting things to say about Biden and the Democrats, as he always does. But he had something in particular that was very, well, to some people may think it's odd. But if you are in the knowing, you might not think it's so odd. You want to go ahead and play a snippet of the video, what he actually said, and then we'll give our commentary on it.
What is it at? 50?
15, 20.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, calm things down because they will have taken over. Take a look at what's going on. And Biden is, I don't even like to mention Biden because he's not controlling anything.
Who do you think is pulling Biden's strings? Is it former Obama
people
officials?
That you've never heard of, people that are in the dark shadows, people that...
What does that mean? That sounds like conspiracy theory, dark shadows.
No,
what is
it's people that you haven't heard of. They're people that are on the streets. They're people that are controlling the streets. We had somebody get on a plane from a certain city this weekend. And in the plane, it was almost completely loaded with thugs wearing these dark uniforms, black uniforms with gear and this and that. They're on a plane.
Where's this?
I'll tell you sometime, but it's under investigation right now. But they came from a certain city, and this person was coming to the Republican National Convention. And there were like 7 people on the plane like this person, and then a lot of people were on the plane to do big damage. They were coming
planning for Washington.
Yeah, this is all happening.
But the money is coming from somewhere.
Money is coming
how can it be tracked?
From some very stupid rich people that have no idea that if their thing ever succeeded, which it won't, they will be thrown to the wolves like you've never seen before.
Women.
Okay, so what do you think about that? These unknown people.
Hey, who was he talking about?
It's something called the shadow government.
Okay, now
and a lot of people don't know about that.
This has just been out there. Okay, all the people that want to talk about the conspiracy. You're a conspiracy theorist. You're a conspiracy theorist. What do you have to say now? Okay, who is Trump talking about?
And trust me, this man, people, you can say what you want to say about Trump. You can say he's stupid, because I've heard that he's stupid. He's uneducated. This is a very smart man. Don't think for one second he's dumb. And I believe when he's talking about this, he's dead on. I don't doubt him for 1 second, because there is something called a shadow government. And I've been telling people this for the longest time. These presidents, or the past presidents, they had no control. You may think they have control, but there's somebody behind the scenes that's controlling them. They really don't have any say so. They're literally puppets. That's the exact thing Trump just said. He is a puppet. He's being used. Oh,
No,
they're paying him good.
He's not being used. He in particular is not being used.
Who?
Trump.
Oh, of course not. Of course
We're
not.
talking
And that's
about
why they
past
hate him.
presidents.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I
why.
said past
That's
presidents.
why all the propaganda and all the.
That's why they hate him.
That's why they want to get him out of there.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they hate him. And I said this before. You have to look at the circumstances surrounding everything with Trump. You had all these celebrities who, at one point in time, loved and just everything about Trump, mentioned him in songs and everything. He was the guy. Nobody had an issue with him. They only had an issue with him when he became president. Even before he got into office and
Because
did anything.
Why? Everything that we experience is a program.
Mm-hmm.
It's a systematic program. And if anything is entered in the program that they didn't want in there, or it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
See, when Trump wasn't a problem when he was just being
Trump?
a businessman
Yeah.
and being a billionaire, because he
Mhm.
wasn't supposed to be in that position.
Right.
But now he took that position. That wasn't
And
in
they
their
can't
plan.
control him.
See, your rappers and your actors, your celebrities, they only ride with the plan.
And if you listen to the rest of that interview, he says, if you vote Biden in, you're you're letting these people win. You're letting the people behind the scene that's causing all this havoc, you're letting them win.
And again, we're not for any side. We are thinkers.
Yep.
Okay? You have to think.
And then you got all these people, former people who worked for Trump. Now they're coming out with all this tea on Trump. That's, like I said, you just gotta look at the whole all the circumstances surrounding Trump since he stepped foot in that office, or even since he announced. First of all, people didn't even think he was going to win. Let's just make that clear. People took him as a joke in the beginning. I was one of those people. I was like, oh, this is just a publicity stunt. He's just, he ain't serious about this. It's no way in the world that he's going to be president of the United States. One, he never had any political background. I was one of those people.
Here's one thing. Trump, it was on record saying this. He said, I had a great life before this. He had billions of dollars. He was running his business. He was on TV. He had a great life. Everybody loved him until
he didn't need the money.
Until he ran for president. Everybody loved him until he ran for president. He had a great life.
Yep.
Until he ran for president.
And then the whole world turned against him. These same people that were at parties and, was in pictures and put him in songs, and all these people all of a sudden turned against him. You gotta ask why. Why? Then they put out the propaganda. Oh, he's racist. He's this. He's that. And I've even seen with my own two eyes and heard with my own 2 ears how I'll listen to the actual interview, and then I'll go and see stuff on social media, and they completely will twist what this man said. They'll take one thing, what he said, and completely twist it.
They'll take a piece out.
Yeah, they'll take a piece of what he said and say, oh, Trump said this, and that'll be the headline. And, which I think is a little bit unfair, because, you can't just take one thing a person says and run with it and say this is who they are because of that one statement that they made. That's not fair to anybody. But, speaking of Trump, and everybody, you can have your own opinion on what you think that these people that he's talking about, that he said you'll never know their names, you'll never know who they are, and they want it that way. They want it that way. They don't want you to know who they are. They don't want to be in the spotlight.
Listen, the spotlight is for dummies.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to be in the spotlight
are
at
for
all.
Dummies.
They get off on the power. That's what they want. They want the power. They want the control. They are the puppet masters, and that's what they want to stay as. They don't want you to know who they are. They can care less about fame.
You put the camera on you, you know?
Well, they know that's what people want, so they give it to them. But anyways, so more on the lines of Trump. Since we are talking about Trump, his former press secretary, Sarah Sanders, she's coming out with a memoir that's coming out on Tuesday. And in her memoir, she said that Trump told her to take one for the team after Kim Jong-un winked at her. She stated that Trump told her that she would have to go to North Korea to take one for the team. This was after Kim winked at her during a summit in Singapore. So in June of 2018, she said that while Trump and Kim was chopping it up, she noticed Kim was staring at her, and she said and they made direct eye contact, and that's when Kim winked at her. She then, after the summit, she told Trump and Chief of Staff John Kelly what happened. They were in a limo going to the plane to go back to home. She told them what happened, and Trump said, Kim Jong-un hit on you? A delighted Trump joked. That's what she said in the book. She said he did. He effing hit on you. Oh, well, Sarah, that settles it. You're going to North Korea and taking one for the team. Your husband and kids will miss you, but you'll be a hero for your country. And they drove off howling with laughter. Although she did put that one story in the book, we do have to say that she is still a loyal Trump supporter and follower. So I thought that was pretty funny. Kim Jong-un winks at her, and I will say this, regardless of what you feel about the guy, to me, sometimes he's completely hilarious. I'm sorry. Call me what you want, but he's hilarious sometimes, and you gotta laugh. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that story. You got something to say?
Hey, she gotta take one for the team.
Wait,
could you imagine Kim Jong-un, like them two? He's like 300 pounds with a heart problem.
Well, maybe that's what he meant. Take one for the team. Go over
No,
there.
those type of dudes, like,
Give him a thrill of his life.
They all have like weird, like, fetishes for like weird looking women. Like she looks kind of like a man. Like, no disrespect. No disrespect.
You say no disrespect, but then you say she look like a man.
No disrespect, but lady, you look in the mirror, right?
Hey. Everybody got their type. He seen something he liked, so he
Listen,
gave her
you
that
know
old
you
wiki
look
wink.
like a man if you like, dang, I look like my dad.
Oh my goodness.
She has a strong face. You can't.
She got strong features. I don't know, but yeah, her memoir is coming out Tuesday. So if you want to read more about her, and they say the book is an ode to Trump. So it's not, if you pick up the book, don't expect for it to be anything bashing Trump, because like I said, she is still a follower and supporter of him.
Joke.
It was a joke. I'm sure she she know, but at the time she wasn't. Basically, she was saying she wasn't in a joking mood about it, because I don't know if I would feel uncomfortable if Kim Jong-un winked at me. I mean, I probably would have gave him the stank face, and then he probably would have known from that.
He would have cut your head off.
Well, I mean, maybe.
That's why they don't have no black women going over there anyway now.
Well, see, that's the thing. He probably wouldn't do that to a black. Well,
if Kim
maybe.
Jong-un wanted her, she would have had to give it up.
So you think if he said, "Hey,
if he was,
let's be
if
at
he
peace.
was,
Let's be
if
at
he
peace."
listen, if he was,
I just want some of that.
on having that, he would have had that.
I don't know. So basically, you're saying that she would have been forced to do something she didn't want to do.
He would have had her.
So he would have raped her.
No, not.
Because clearly
necessarily.
she wasn't interested.
How many women that's not interested get busy with men they're not interested in?
Listen,
for the greater good.
She wasn't interested. So clearly, I mean, if she was interested, she would have winked back or, made some type of, she would have did something to show him that she was interested in his winks. But clearly she was not comfortable with that. That's why she told Trump and the chief of staff, they being, I think, just being men, thought it was funny. They thought it was funny, but
of course it was. It was hilarious.
I mean, it is a little bit of humor to it, so I think that's why she put it into the book, because it is, it's probably one of those things where she can look back now and laugh about it, because she didn't have to actually go to North Korea, and
don't laugh too fast.
Well,
we don't know where Kim Jong-un is.
Listen, I ain't said nothing about Kim. All I said was he winked at the lady. So, hey, that was him shooting his shot. He shot his shot and he got shot down. So
he didn't get shot down. How do we know she didn't circle back and get some of that?
We don't know. Maybe it went down. I don't know.
Maybe it did.
That's their business. But why write about it? Why write about it like it was an issue?
And their bellies was bumping.
Okay. I don't want that kind of visual in my head.
Ow.
All right. Well, moving on. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he recently took to his social media to tell the world that not only has he tested positive for COVID, but his whole family has tested positive too. But on the bright side, they are on the other spectrum as far as symptoms go. And even a little they're baby? Doing well. Yeah, both of the children and his wife have all tested positive for COVID.
Did they get sick?
No. Well, sick as in, yes, they have COVID, so technically you could say they're sick, but he said they're on the other spectrum where they have no symptoms, so it's not affecting them.
And they all have no symptoms.
Listen,
let me just wait. So you mean to tell me they're all
sick with no symptoms?
What is it called? Asymptomatic?
Yes, asymptomatic.
So they're all just asymptomatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they all got COVID.
And they're doing well, he said.
And they never got sick.
No. Which makes me wonder again, like I said before, what prompts them to go get tested? Like, he didn't say, "Oh, we were around somebody." I mean, I know these celebrities, they do a lot of traveling and they do all this and that and the third. But I mean, did you just randomly go get checked? And then you found out you were positive, and then you got your family checked? Like, I'm interested to knowing the backstory on that. Like, what prompted you to go? Because I'm not finna just go get no COVID test if I haven't been around anyone or exposed to it. Like, that's dumb. But I don't know. People are saying that it's just another ploy to keep people fear-mongering. Another ploy to fear-monger people. Which I mean, and I do want to just put it out there. There's a lot of speculations about if COVID is real and if it's not. I will just say this. Regardless if you think it's real, you think it's fake, there is something out there that's making people sick. The origins happened?
Go ahead.
The origin of the virus. I don't believe what they say, but I definitely believe there's something out there that is making people sick. But it's just mighty odd that every celebrity, every big name celebrity that has come out and said they have COVID, not one of them has had any, not even mild symptoms.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension.
What is that?
A dimension of sound.
That's what I think we're living in.
Yeah. Perfect example.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, we can go on all night about this topic because, I have a lot of thoughts about the whole virus thing. But we don't have all night to go into it. We'll get into it later because that is a topic that a lot of people do want to talk about. This is what it's
like living in right now. You would be out of your mind scared if you believed everything they told you. And do you know there is a lot of people. That's why suicide is up. All kind of mental illnesses is up right now.
Not only to mention, fear weakens the immune system because fear causes stress, and stress weakens the immune system. So, yeah, it's a lot of. I do believe it's a lot of fear mongering going on with this disease, with this virus, rather. Like I said, I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on that, and I can go on all night. But regardless if you feel like if it's fake or real, just take the necessary precautions. If you
who said it was fake?
Oh, it's a lot of people saying it's fake. Completely fake. They're saying it's a fake virus. It's not a real virus. But then my question is, what's making people sick? What's making people sick, and we both know somebody personally who had COVID.
No, I don't know anyone.
You know
Let's
somebody
go on record
who had,
saying I don't know anybody that had COVID.
Okay, well, he wants to go on record and say he doesn't know. I know someone personally who had it. So that's why I say I believe it's real. Now, again, like I said, the origin, how it got out, I don't believe what they're saying. I don't believe that it came from a woman eating a bat. Most definitely. I don't, no, not at all. I don't think it started that way. I think it was made in a lab.
Who knows? But what's the next topic?
Okay, so moving on from that, hopefully hopefully Dwayne and his family recovers and can eventually get to being COVID free, which I'm sure they are since they have no symptoms. Okay. So, along the lines of the COVID, clinical trials for the vaccine for COVID-19, they have been saying that they are having a struggle to get Black and Latino participation, and it is greatly needed. We do have a short video clip to play.
Actually, that's not a short video. It's like 16 minutes long.
So do you want to play the video, or do you want to talk about it?
If you didn't take out any excerpts from it, what main part do you want?
Basically, what they were saying is that Black and Latino people are 2 times more likely to die from COVID than any other race, and they need them desperately to be a part of these clinical trials. Well, there was a news anchor lady. So you gonna play that?
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension.
So
really,
apparently there is no, it's not apparently. She did. There's a Black woman who is a news anchor, and she volunteered to be one of the guinea pigs.
This has got to be the most cooningest.
Yeah,
she
volunteered, and she's on round 2. She says she's feeling great and awesome, and there's butterflies in the air, and everything's great.
Yeah, they're going to find that broad somewhere next week.
And other black people should volunteer as well. They also in the video had doctors, black doctors, might I add, encouraging people to sign up to be a guinea pig.
A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Definitely the Twilight Zone. You're not finna be testing on me. My thing is, why? Okay, so now y'all need black people so bad. You need black people to save the world now. Y'all been treating us like crap for centuries, for decades. Y'all been treating us like crap.
Who is buying this?
Apparently some people, because they said they have I think it was I don't know if because again I watched the video a couple days ago, so don't quote me on this, but I do believe they either have 40,000 black people who have already signed up for the
Sure
trials.
they do.
That's what they say.
Where are they from?
That's what they say. Well, they
Crack,
can't
Arkansas?
release. They can't release names because you can't do that.
Sure
That's
they
a HIPAA
do.
law. But
Sure
they
do.
say they have all these black volunteers. So if you have all these 40,000 black, and it could be more. I think it's either 40,000 or 400,000. But I do believe it's 40. But my thing is, if you have all of them, what you need other black people or Latino people for? Isn't that enough?
Here's one thing.
Isn't that enough? To me, that would be enough.
If they have the vaccine, and I don't have the vaccine, aren't they more dangerous to me, or am I wrong? A person that doesn't have the vaccine, why would I affect them when they supposed to have the vaccine? The person that don't have the vaccine, they can't get it.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Why do they need everybody to be vaccinated?
Listen, you know what they did to those
If the
Tuskegee
people get it, that want to get it, right? They're vaccinated. They can't get it apparently. So why do they need everybody to get it? If I don't get it, I can't pass it to them. So won't they just let the people that's not vaccinated affect each other?
I don't know. These are the questions that I don't know. Somebody need to ask them. But I know I ain't finna be no guinea pig. Not at all. And anybody who want to put their life on the line and be their guinea pig, then go right ahead. But yeah, and the woman, she got praise for it too.
If you think these people really care about you being safe, you're out of your mind.
Listen, after what they did to those people, the Tuskegee, what they call the Tuskegee syphilis study, they gave those black men syphilis, and then they had the antibiotic for them and refused to give it to them. Yeah,
but
you expect black people to line up?
They encouraged them to practice in unprotected sex. They encouraged them to practice in unprotected sex.
Yeah, because they were studying how syphilis, untreated syphilis, would be in African American males, which is why do you need black men to if we're what they want to say, oh, we're all the same. If we're all the same, then why you can't use a white man or a Chinese man or any other race of men? Why does it have to be black people that you have to do your experiments and studies on? Or not even that. Just think about all the horrible.
Do you think they're trying to exterminate us?
Of course.
That's what you think?
Of course.
Hey.
I definitely think that. Population control. That's a real thing. Even what's his face said it. what's his name? Bill Gates. He said it. Population control.
Listen, these people will tell you what they're trying to do, but people are so enamored with how much money they have. They'll tell you, and it'll go right over their head. Like, oh, he's just a nerd that created the computer, and he has millions of dollars, and he just want to help people.
The same nerd that was.
He wants to help people.
The same nerd. Let me just tell y'all, if y'all don't know, the same nerd that was friends with Obama back in the 70s when they were very young. Yeah. So if you don't think these people are connected somehow, some way, think again. I was shocked when I seen that picture. I didn't know they were friends.
You know what the dumbest thing I heard someone say? What? Obama gave us hope that our kids could be president one day too.
Yeah, no, and I made a post about that on Facebook. Obama gave you no hope because he's a part of that bloodline, and if he wasn't, he would have never gotten into office.
He was groomed to be that.
He was groomed. He's in that bloodline, so they can control him. They can control him easily. No questions asked. But before you jump on the train of trying to be a superhero and trying to, be a part of these clinical trials, no matter how much money they try to throw at you, don't do it. Just remember, those black men, those Tuskegee black men who, had syphilis, and they had the antibiotics and refused to give it to them. And remember the women who had to undergo horrible, painful medical research and practices in the name of medicine, and the horrible things they butchered these black women. They took black women and they butchered them in the name of medicine. So just remember that, okay? They don't care about us. They don't care about you. They want to use you as a guinea pig. They think we're animals anyway, so
that whole guinea pig thing is overblown. They're not trying to use you as a guinea pig. That just goes into, we're just trying to take tests. We're just trying to see what happens. No.
So what do you think they're trying to do?
Exterminate your what?
Well, I do believe in a lot of times, like I said, they do experiment on black people because, let's be honest, black people are always
experimenting.
They always knew that. Yeah, they experiment. They
ain't experiment. They try.
Well,
they
didn't
you know
die.
what? Okay, maybe. Okay, yes, maybe they are trying to experiment. But what are they trying to figure out? They're trying to figure out how to kill your black.
Could be. I don't know. All I know is I'm not gonna. Me personally. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not volunteering for
How
crap.
can we kill all of these black people with one thing?
I don't know. Well, looks like, pretty soon that we're gonna all see what's gonna happen, because the CDC tells state governors to officially prepare to distribute COVID-19 vaccines 2 days before the election. Yep, 2 days before the election. The CDC director, Robert Redfield, sent a letter last week to governors informing them that the U.S. government is contracting the company McKesson to distribute the vaccine to local health departments and doctors' offices. And Dr. Anthony Fauci supports this vaccine. He said in the clinical trials, the results were overwhelmingly positive. So it looks like they already have a vaccine. Is that what they're saying? They have a vaccine and they're telling governors to get prepared. Who's gonna be taking this vaccine?
Let's all get prepared.
Are you gonna take it?
Who, me?
Yeah. You taking the vaccine?
I'm most definitely not.
Yeah, me neither. I don't even like the vaccines they give people now.
Listen.
They keep trying. You know what I found funny? And this is odd, and I don't know what they were doing. But when I took my daughter to the doctor for her physical, they come in and they say, "Oh, we got these new shots now for what was it? Meningitis. Now it's always been one vaccine for meningitis, one and done. Now it's 2. Oh, she had her first meningitis. Now she needs 2. It's 2 rounds of the meningitis. It's something new, so she has to take it. So I tell the doctor, I said, no, I'm gonna wait. We'll do it later. Do you know her doctor office kept calling me to bring her in to get that vaccine? Like they were really like pressuring me to the point I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Like, but if I say no, are you gonna come arrest me?
Hey, maybe it would come down to that one of these days.
Well, then that's just what it's gotta be. I mean, I'd do anything to protect my children, but I just thought that was very, very odd. That, you know, and then they wanted to do blood tests after the vaccine. Like, what is, yeah. The doctor was saying, okay, we're going to do the vaccine, and then we want her to come back in 2 weeks and have her blood drawn. Or no, they wanted to send her to the lab, the outside lab, to get her blood drawn. I'm like, for what? For what?
Listen.
Like, you can run that by somebody else who don't know. You can't run that stuff by me. Because I'm not finna take it. Especially when it comes to my kids. I'm not taking it. You got anything else to say on that?
No, but hey, everybody got some serious
be prepared.
Thinking to do.
Yeah. Be prepared. Just don't get caught slipping. Don't, because they catch you slipping, no telling what they gonna do. So just be prepared. Take your stand. Whatever you decide you gonna do it. But in our last part of the show, we have, of course, our strange stories from around the internet. Our first strange story is of rapper Silento, who is most famous for the song Watch Me, a Whip and Nay Nay. Of course, everybody remembers that song. Well, he's reportedly behind bars for allegedly threatening people with a hatchet. It says he's facing several assault charges, including assault with a deadly weapon, after he allegedly threatened people while looking for his girlfriend. According to TMZ, law enforcement sources said that Silento walked into a house with a ratchet in his hand, searching for his lady. Someone inside of the house screamed for help, while others took him down and disarmed him.
Sound like she put it on Silento.
He done went mad. She did something to him. Like, what was she doing in the house? Whose house was it? It's so many details left out.
They forgot to tell them these.
You just busted somebody's house with a hatchet.
They forgot to tell them these females are not.
People really like
these females is for everybody.
But what was he gonna do when he found her?
He probably was gonna kill that.
Was he gonna use the hatchet?
She put it on him. How old is he?
I don't know how old he is, but he's too old to be doing that.
I don't think he's that old. I think is he even in his 20s?
I think so. I'm not sure how old he is, but I'm sure he's too old to be doing that.
This is a clear-cut case of she did something to that boy.
She must have to make him come into the house with a ratchet into somebody's house. Like, what? Who does that? Anyways, I don't know.
That goes into the story I wanted to talk about.
It's a legend.
Let's talk. Anyways. What is that? Disney star girl name?
Dang.
Look it up.
Oh.
With the OnlyFans.
Hold on. Give me a minute, you guys. He just sprung this one on me.
No, I didn't. I told you.
Wow. I didn't know we were going to talk about it.
The
Well, go ahead and start talking about it. I'll get her name.
I need her name.
Bella Thorne.
Okay, Bella Thorne. She did. She made a fans only page and she made $2 million within like 48 hours by tricking people that she would had nude photos on her OnlyFans. When they purchase, this is not uncommon. Apparently, women they promote on Instagram, like they have all this explicit content on their OnlyFans. But when you buy, when the person goes and buys the OnlyFans, it's none of that on there. Either you have to buy the videos or there's none at all.
She's already a porn star.
But she tricked people. She had it was a picture she put out. I guess directed them to go subscribe to her OnlyFans, and it was like suggesting she was nude or something.
Yeah, but is that just your perverted mind?
So no. That was clearly because that is
say in the post
that is OnlyFans practice of these Instagram
all
females.
OnlyFans is for that.
We ain't talking about that.
People use
We
OnlyFans
are
for other
talking
things.
about Bella Thorne. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not uncommon. These Instagram females do it all the time. Some actually bust it wide open on OnlyFans and have all that on there, and they charge a membership fee, and you can see it all. And others trick guys into it, and then you have to buy videos and stuff for like $200, $300. She had a video when you subscribe to her OnlyFans. She had a video that you had to buy for $200. $200, and it was nothing going on in the video. So she tricked. So now OnlyFans, you can't put out a video more than $50.
Yeah.
And
they're mad.
Now it is revenge of the simps going on right now. Who the heck is subscribing to these females on OnlyFans?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's simping like that?
Listen, I don't quite understand that whole concept. When
these girls are making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I don't
money.
understand
It's like
that.
This is like the new dope game for them. Like they making money so fast. Like it's like you got these dudes on there too.
Why would you pay though?
You got one dude. I think his name is Jimmy Smacks. He's like a millionaire off of it. Who's buying another dude's OnlyFans? So you mean to tell me females are even simping now?
Females, males, of course. But I don't understand the concept of OnlyFans because, and I don't agree with porn at all. But I don't understand.
If you want to see,
it's free. Like you can go on the internet and literally look it up for free.
Listen.
So why are you paying? I don't understand that concept. But
listen,
I guess whatever floats your boat. Twilight Zone.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance.
That's what we're living in. Are you serious?
Definitely. Twilight Zone.
Are you serious?
I can't believe somebody thought of an app.
But
like
originally it wasn't for that. They just started doing it. But why would you pay $200 for something that you don't even know what you're getting?
First of all, why would you pay $200 for
like
someone you're never gonna touch or see or meet?
Listen. I'm not promoting this.
I don't get it.
I'm not promoting this. You could have went to any.
That's what I was saying.
Like I don't know where the hookers hang out at. I don't know. Just thinking that if any part of the world you're in, you know that part of town, you could spend $200 and get the time of your life.
Have you seen the hookers around here on
Hey,
Have you seen them? I don't think nobody's trying to buy that.
You could go to your job and get that you know who I'm talking about. She going for $200. She got a little Ray and Tanisha at home. She got to get school clothes. That $200 will go a long way in her life.
Why it gotta be Ray and Tanisha? Why can't it be
or Zach,
Billy and Crystal
and Mason, whatever? That $200, she going, and she will give you the time of your life.
Hey, and like I said, if you with that type of with that type of stuff, with that type of footage,
we are
when
living.
You can get it free on the internet.
Not even,
why?
They're tricking them. She ain't showing nothing.
Well, hey, she finessed them. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Hey, they stupid enough to pay it.
Who she
didn't do nothing wrong. Did she do something wrong though?
In the words
is that
of
wrong?
T.K. Kirkland, who raised you?
Is that wrong though? That she put up a sexy picture, told people to go to her OnlyFans and subscribe. There was no new pictures there. Is she wrong? I don't think. Even though she's already a porn star because she has dabbled in that field. But like I said, if you are simple enough and you are desperate enough to pay for that, then whatever comes to you comes to you. You
are a simp.
That's all I got. She finessed you.
And it's a lot of simps out here just giving up their money.
I mean, that's an age-old game, the finesse game. Women been finessing men for years, for centuries.
For some pictures.
For
so
pictures,
it got to that point now.
For far less. It's men who will pay women for conversation.
You that horny? You want some pictures?
People are desperate. That's why I say, if you're that desperate to spend money, how can you get mad when you go there and you don't get what you want? Hey,
disrespect.
It's a difference if she said, "Oh, go to my OnlyFans. I have all these new pictures of me." That's different because you're lying about something and trying to get people to buy a product or a service that.
But that's what they all do.
They
suggest, and they haven't. It's weird that they haven't caught on to it yet.
Well, like I said, if you're that desperate, you got finesse. You just got finesse.
And you got
chuck it up as law. If the ones
that be busting it open on there, they don't even charge that much.
Obviously, if you're complaining about it, then you didn't have the money to afford it, so you should have never been buying it. Because why would you be spending your last money to see?
Who said it was a last? No, if I spend $200 and you ain't doing nothing but talking to me, I don't want to talk to you.
What else is she supposed to do? What else is she supposed to do? She's supposed to reach out to the computer and touch you?
She's supposed to be showing that
thing. No. Like I said, she finessed them. I don't see what she did wrong. Not at all.
Don't let them nerves catch you.
Hey, they need to get into real life and find a real woman and stop spending $200 on people that you will never start talking to. Listen, like I said, they need to find a real woman and do what they need to do and stop spending $200 just for some pictures and 5-second videos or whatever you get on OnlyFans. Yeah, ain't no way in the world. None. No, not even possible. I don't know if women are subscribing to these channels too, but
Safari has one.
Yeah, I don't want to see him either. I don't see what the hype is about him. But yeah, he's corny. He's very corny, and it's not because he's a nice guy. Because people know
who said he was a nice guy.
Well, Erica Mena, she came out and said people calling her husband corny because he loves her and he takes care of her. No, he been corny. He was corny when he came out on stage dancing with Nikki when she was giving a performance. Did you ever see that? Yeah. He been corny. He's been since
corny
then. By it has nothing to do with him being a nice guy.
Leaking his own penis pics.
Yeah.
How do you leak your own?
You go on the
penis
cornball list for
pic?
that
Nigga,
too.
You're a cornball if you took pictures of your own self, of your nuts and balls in your phone. Why would you have
Clout is a drug that I don't never want
your
to
own
partake in.
nuts and balls in your phone? Like, oh, I'm gonna randomly take a picture. I just want to look at it every now and then.
Maybe it was for Erica. I don't know, but
Nigga, please. If a girl asks me to send that, I'm getting the picture off the internet.
That's what? So you catfishing your stuff? You catfishing your stuff?
I'm catfishing.
Well, you know what? I can't even.
Later on, when if she comes out and say, "I got you," I'm like, nah.
Megan Thee Stallion said
shoot it right to her. That's what you got.
Megan said
you
it.
got tricked.
She said, "Send him a pic of somebody else." Blankly blank blank. So people do it.
She could send a pic of her own.
Well, no, it's a finesse game. Like I said, women finesse men.
Why would she want a picture
women?
when she got her own?
Because you don't want to send your own stuff, because listen, let me tell you something about dudes. When dudes get salty, they will go and turn and start showing the world your business.
Well, what was we talking about? Okay, we was on weird stories from the internet.
Okay, so I have one more weird story from the internet, and this one is quite hilarious to me. Well, actually, two more stories from the internet. A Florida zoo, they didn't say which zoo, but a Florida zoo fires a woman after she was caught in the lunchroom moaning while a chimpanzee sucked on her toe. Oh my God, I can't even keep a straight face telling this story. So apparently she was in the lunchroom getting her toe sucked by a chimpanzee and she got caught. I think 2020 is really, like, I know this stuff happened before, but I really think 2020 is bringing the crazies. I don't even know what to say. First of all, what was the chimpanzee doing in the lunchroom? Like, really?
He was sucking them toes.
That's disgusting. He should have bit her toe off. He should have took a big old chunk right out her big toe. That would have gave her a good lesson.
Why? Is that's her, right?
Yeah, apparently that's her. It's allegedly that's her.
She couldn't get a dude to do that?
She's a very pretty girl, which is kind of makes the story even weirder. She's very pretty, so she could have got probably any man to do that for her.
Them toes probably was funky. That's probably why she can get a man. That chimp probably.
Why? And how did you make the chimp suck your toe?
Easy.
Did you put some
probably
food on there?
Some peanut butter on toes.
I cannot.
That chimp was going to town on them toes.
Too weird. I was looking at the comments on one of the websites where it was at, and somebody said,
could you imagine walking in on that?
That's what I said. Like, literally.
Oh, God.
Literally.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know how I would have reacted. Just walking in on somebody moaning.
You just see her moaning, the chip down and just going down on her toes. Oh, my God.
That probably takes the cake for the weirdest story on the internet this week, this month, this whole year. Although there was a case of a man, another Florida. What's up with Florida? What I don't understand. Florida. These people in Florida is giving us a bad name. Everybody in Florida is not like that. But it was another case of a man. He actually worked in the hospital, and he was caught sucking on the patient toes.
Oh my God.
This happened back in February. That's why I said 2020 has been a crazy year. He said it was a big misunderstanding.
What was the misunderstanding? Oh, you slipped and they foot went in your mouth?
I gotta remember what the story actually
A
said.
big misunderstanding.
But
Steve, what the heck is going on? No. This is misunderstanding.
oh my God, I can't even keep a straight face telling these stories because these people. Let me look it up really quick. But I know it happened back in February. And I know he said it was a big misunderstanding.
It's the big misunderstanding.
And I forget what the actual understanding was, but I know he was fired. Okay. It says Florida hospital employee arrested for sucking an elderly patient toes.
What the?
Oh God. And he's a black man.
Oh. This nigga got to go into the draft.
Oh.
Nigga, get your go.
Oh my God. And he's only 23.
What the heck?
23-year-old man in Lee County, Florida. His name is France Beldorin.
God, what
He
he look
was
like?
he
What
worked
he look
as
like?
a sitter for a Florida hospital, and he's facing charges after getting caught sucking a sleeping patient's toes. So she was asleep.
She wasn't asleep.
Listen, they're
She was
charging him with battery.
She was under covers like this.
They're giving him a pretty serious charge too. He's being charged. He's being charged with battery on a person 65
she
years
was
or
asleep.
older.
65.
She said she woke up. Okay, this is what she told the sheriff office. She said she was a patient at Gulf Coast Hospital located in Fort Myers. She told the sheriff office that she woke up around 11 p.m. on Monday and felt someone touching her foot, according to records. The victim initially thought it was a nurse checking on them, but it happened 2 more times, record shows. The victim told deputies they felt something wet between their toes.
Oh, this happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, now she want to call the cop.
During the third
She was having
incident.
fun.
Yeah.
Nah, heck nah.
When she looked over, the victim said they saw Beldorin on his knees next to the bed and bent over their foot, according to deputies.
Nah, you know what happened though.
The victim said
that nigga said he wasn't doing it no more. She called the cops on him.
Listen, she said she ripped her foot away from Beldorin, and he went back to the chair where he was previously sitting. According to records, Beldorin is a sitter that watches patients throughout the night. According to the arrest record, hospital security called the sheriff's office after the victim reported the incident to a nurse. But I do remember one report saying that he was saying it was a big mistake. It was a big misunderstanding. Yeah, here it is. He said he's been falsely accused of sucking a hospital patient's toes. He said he's not that type of dude. I don't know. I don't know. And this happened.
Nigga, let me smell your breath.
That's disgusting.
Smell like you been sucking on feet.
Yeah, okay, so he said he was insisting that the incident was a huge misunderstanding. He said when the security came and got me, I was like, what's going on? And
what's going on?
They were just like, come with me, Beldorin told WBBH.
What's going on?
It makes me look crazy or like creepy, and I'm not that type of dude. I don't know. Well, what's the understanding? Okay, he said that the patient who accused him misinterpreted what was happening when he innocently brushed against her toe while trying to recover his dropped phone. Wait, so you dropped your phone between her toes? What?
And her foot went in your mouth?
Oh, okay. He said he dropped his phone under the bed, and as he was trying to get the phone, he said, and as I'm trying to get my phone, and she kicks. Belladonna explained, I don't know what he's talking about there. She's afraid, and we're in the dark. It's a dark room with a dark male at the foot of the bed. I can understand. The victim offered a different version of events to the police. So yeah, she basically said she felt him.
Were you sucking my toes?
Ew, and her feet were swollen.
Ew. Mm.
And it happened 3 times.
Nigga might not have did that.
I don't know if he's guilty or innocent, but I tell you, it's some weird people in this world for sure. In 2020, done brought them out.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for 2021, but
oh my God, Florida man woken up by a man who broke in his house and began sucking his toes. What is up with these people? Yeah, that's a whole different ballpark for me. But anyways, so yeah, to wrap up the show, we did have one, or did we have 2 more? I don't remember. What did we have, 1 or 2?
No, we got none. We gonna wrap the show up.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
All right. Well, you got anything to add before we?
Nope.
Get
just
out of
like, subscribe.
Do all of that. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Everything we always say.
Follow on Instagram.
Yep.
And Twitter. And Facebook.
All of that.
And we're out.
Bye.
You're now listening to the God's Honest Truth podcast with your host, T. Feezy and Bonita T, broadcasting around the world. Giving you the unfiltered truth